Hello everyone, my name is Joachim and welcome to So Many Games Solo at a Time. Today we'll be playing Civolution solo again, so you can check the other video to see how the game works, how it plays, because I'm not going to go through the how to play again. I just need revenge because last time I lost. I won 3 times in a row. I decided to record and then I lost. Then I've decided to record again as a revenge game and I lost even worse. So this is the second one that I recorded. I didn't even upload. It was too embarrassing. So I'm hoping I'll end up uploading this one. Now I skipped a bunch of stuff. Like I skipped the point where I chose cards. I skipped the point where I chose the starting markers and everything. This is what I came up with. And they'll also make the video quite a bit shorter by not having to go through all the choices. Now, what is important? First of all, the first scoring is prosperity. Then the second era is going to be the track, so technology. Then it's dudes on the map, lying down or standing up. And then the last one is construction knowledge. And then the other 3 that, for endgame scoring will be construction, that's ×2, culture ×2, and evolution ×2. Okay, so also, depending on how it goes, I might just do still beginner, or I might do, is it intermediate or something, and that means I'll do the red side of the cards for the last era. Like I really cannot imagine a game where you start red and do every era. I think the AI would double me. Maybe I'll do a game, you know, on extreme, just to see how bad the spanking would be. Anyway, so what was my thought process in changing the cards, choosing the cards? Sorry, obviously the tracks, because in this game we're scoring 4 different tracks, and 3 of them I can move upwards. And if you move up to level 2, you can immediately upgrade. And level 4, you can also upgrade this track or get another income tile. Yeah, and 2 of these ones I wasn't particularly fond of. This is really good. Whenever you build, is it a village, a settlement? Sorry, you go up the construction track and get 3 points. But I'm really bad at building villages, and this is quite far, unless of course we do some exploration and maybe there's some building grounds nearby, but otherwise it's quite far to build something there. The reason why I started with these resources is because I need coal for ink. You know, if I can immediately use the coal. The jade, I just came along with it. The upgrade that I have is insight. So that means if I use insight, I really get 6 ideas, which is awesome. And of course, I can also just play an orange card, but you can do that anyway. My other options were mutation, but I always get mutation for some reason, even though I shuffle. So I don't want to do that. And the other one was planning, which is also pretty good, because then the upgrade would be 3, That means you can put 3 tokens on a number and use that number 3 times without using a die. But I like ideas even more because it gives you so many options. Yeah, even though planning gives you technically more dice. Although you spend 2 to get 2, now you'd spend 2 to get 3. So anyway, so I think that kind of sums it up. The goal that came with the starting marker and everything was 2 people in forests. Now that's actually very difficult because there's 1 forest here, but the other 2 are here. So of course, if you upgrade exploration, you could check out some of these hoping there's a cave and then you can immediately reach there. But I'm technically planning on never doing this. The other ones here, I can almost do all of them easily except for the stamina, because I've got no stamina. I've got 1 composure and 1 dexterity. So what do I need to do ASAP? That is increase my prosperity, because it's 5 points per point. They already start with 2. Vicky starts with 2, I should say. I start with 1 because I've got 2 money. That gives me 1. Aside from that, nothing. So if I were to have a peat, that would give me 1. If I were to find iron ore, that would give me 2. If I take these 2 back, so gold and oil, that would give me nothing. But if I then discover wax or herbs, then I could get more. So it is definitely possible, but it does mean that these cards will probably be built next round, because when I get resources, I cannot spend them because it'll cut into my prosperity and cut into my points. And 5 points is actually a lot, especially if Vicky gets it and I don't. One thing that annoys me is that these stickers, they don't stick very well. Like, I'm gonna have to use blue on this, but whatever. Sometimes you'll see me push it down out of annoyance. All right. And if you say, yeah, but the extra stickers came with the sheet, I've used extra stickers. It doesn't work. Okay, anyway, I think we can start. First of all, let's reveal the weather event. So it's going to get colder, which means I'll get 1 activity, which means I could spend 1 gold to move up a track, but then that will once again affect my prosperity, so maybe not. Civilization that has the most money may immediately install 1 of its gold chips without meeting its requirement. Now that is awesome, because I can get rid of the forest. I just need to have more gold than them. Now obviously Vicky doesn't have gold, so I have to look at the number. It's F17. It says here B plus D. So basically you check the amount of tokens there are in row B and D and you add them together. So at this point she has 1 gold. So to keep my eye on that, because if there's a tie, I get nothing. But being able to do that and then being able to flip something would be brilliant. Okay, let's take a look at the cards that come out. So the building is a mill. Choose a territory and strengthen all of its tribesmen, own and foreign. For each one that you strengthen, gain 1 point. And you also increase the favor of Agira. But I don't think that's very good for me, to be honest. Not at the moment anyway. The invention is rope. Whenever you transport mountain materials, you may place them onto any of your mountain storage spaces. That is amazing, because so many things require stone. Even for here, you have stone, you have clay, doesn't really matter, but also iron ore, so that would actually be pretty good. And when you do it, you can immediately do 2 activities. But I don't know if that's good, the activities, to be honest, but yeah. Then we have achievements. So these are 2 tracks that score. So obviously that's good. It's games. So I need 2 intelligence for level 1. Mutation. A pincer. So activity, add 1 good to one of your storage spaces in which you already have at least 1. So that's an activity. And it requires 2 dexterity. We already have 1. So that's interesting. And then finally we have theocracy. Pay 1 food. Then choose one of your territories and equip up to 2 of its free encampments with 1 weak tribe each. So basically I can put 2 guys out, but they're weak. And I pay 1 food for that. And if I do this, I lose 1 intelligence. But I do go up a track. It's not bad. It's not bad. I would have started with that if I could. Okay, anyway. I think that's it. Oh, also by the way, my income chip here is mutation. So that helps me prepare for trunk, because trunk is pretty good. Trunk, not Trump. trunk. You can produce raw materials in developed territories that are adjacent to any of your territories. But of course, they have to be developed. But nonetheless, that means I can move this guy to the desert and still produce in the grasslands because it's developed. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so I think we can start. Okay, Fountain has a point bonus at the end of the game. For every building I make, it's 2 points as well. I mean, construct. Okay, so we've revealed all the cards. Done. New goals. So since I'm first player, I get to choose first. I think I'll be going for, well, I'm going for gold because I can get an extra find, and that extra find will also be gold. So then I can decide to either immediately build a fountain or immediately do my goal. I think it's better to do none of them, actually, because I want to keep the stuff. Yeah, actually, I should not take gold. I should take wax, for example, because then, herbs, for example, because then they'll be connected, and then I'll get 2. Or I can do wax as well, doesn't really matter. But herbs, none of them are used in any buildings that are available now. So anyway, first of all, I need to get a gold chip. So why don't I just take maybe desert or swamp? Desert is right here, so it's easy for both of them to arrive and finish the goal if I choose to do so. So let's take desert. It's an easy one. Gold as well, but I can always... Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to go for gold anyway and maybe do it next round after we've passed prosperity. So the gold, and then see what Vicky does. Does she remove one? Oh, 6. She removes nothing. And the gold that's replaced is... have 2 insight cards built. That's more difficult, obviously. Okay, so then we go down, I have an extra find. So the extra find saying, of course, I'm going to have to at one point transport gold and oil. So I should take wax or herbs. I think I'm going to take wax because the forests are way farther than the grasslands. So wax. And then we start the action. So for my first action, let's see. I cannot build any of my cards. I mean, I can, but I want to keep this for the prosperity. I want to see what's nearby. And even though I want to go to the desert, I'm not going to do that because there's only one desert. It doesn't get me anything. The swamp is interesting and the mountains are interesting. Simply because they're nearby and they get me stuff. If I go to the swamp, I could explore 2 of them. If I go to mountains, I can explore 2 of them. So the only benefit for desert is you can explore 3. Yeah, I'm leaning towards exploration a little bit. But actually, I'm going to keep it simple. My first action will be insight, 3, 6, and get 6 of these. So 3 and 3. Might as well use my special power immediately. And then Vicky with her first action. And she's going to roll a die. 1. So she goes up the construction track and she removes the mill, which I didn't care about either. The new building is a hall. That is really good. It requires 1 peat and 2 wood, depending on how high, but you get 3 construction. That is awesome. That is awesome. Because if I manage to get that card, it's 3, 5, 7. That's 14 points at the end of the game. Oh, I got my eye on that one. Okay, so that's her done. Then it's me. So I need to move. And moving is 1, 3. But I already used my 3, so I can use my idea to do migration. I can only move 1 person. And I think I'm going to go here to the swamp. And hope it's peat, because that also line me up for this one. Of course, it could also be coal, could also be tar. It's a 1 in 3 chance. It is what it is, of course. Ha. Is that the best choice? But what does 4, 5 do? Well, actually, you can do anything with my ideas. Yeah. If I do transport, I transport 3 things, so I should discover something. So I think I'll just go for that. So I'm going to do 1 and wait, 4 and 5 does what? Sale and purchase. We're not going to do that for sure. What does 2 and 5 do? Procreation. Now that's interesting. Because I have to decide which one I'm going to keep, of course. So I'll keep 2 and 5. I mean, I can always use other stuff, of course. So yeah, having all the ideas suddenly makes it more difficult to make a choice of what I'm going to do, obviously. I can do a 5, 6 even later on and get an extra die. Okay, I'm going to move. I'm going to do 1, 4. Okay, so it becomes 1, 3. That's migration. So I go here, get 2 points. I'm on the board. 2 points. Flip this over, and it is not what I wanted. It is coal, and I already have coal. Oh, sorry, it goes here. Not what I wanted. That is what it is. Okay. Vicky. This error scoring category times 1. So she now has 3 prosperity, while I still have 1. Back to me. So I have 2 and 5. Now I could move to the grasslands and hope it's herbs, because then the transportation would be interesting. So, but moving would be another 1, 3. So I'm not going to do that because it's spending too many ideas. And the reason why I'm doing this is so that I don't have to think about ideas for too much. So I have 2, 5. 2, 5 is procreation, but with 2, 4 I can go and hunt, which gives me food, which gives me more prosperity. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to spend 1 idea to make it 2, 4. I'm going to hunt in the forest. That's a 6. That's horrible. But I'll just spend 1 idea to make it a 1. Sorry, a 5. And then it will give me 3 food. So with that 3 food, I might have to hunt more than once, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, yep. There we go. Vicky's turn. So I'm going to reset next turn. She rolls a die. And that is a 6. So 6 is she procreates, so she gets 1, and then she will move 1. So basically when she procreates, it's where there's at least 1 free encampment, so it's a tie, so she's going to roll to see where she's going. So it's a 2, that's swamp, not available, mountains, grassland. So she goes here, gets 1 point. And then she's also going to move. Same thing. Oh no, she needs to have at least 2 people. Right, so it's going to be from here, and she's going to go where where is she going to go? Free fire encampment. So she's going to go either to the mountains or the desert. She's got to roll a die, and I hope that she's going to go to the mountains, because I'm curious to see what's there. So that's 5. 5 is hills and then deserts. Of course, she's not going there. Up, she gets 2 points. And then reveals sand. Okay. Well, good to know. Back to me. I have to reset. So this one, of course, goes to food because I've got more than enough ideas. We move here forward. I'll roll all my dice. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6. It's good for migration. Back to her. Is she going to... Yes, she has 4, 4, so she's also going to reset. Let's back and go there. She's also going to reset. So, there we go. My turn. So like I said, I'm going to move. So 1, 3. So I guess the grassland, because that gives me the highest chance of having some good prosperity. Of course, it is not what I needed, but I do know where the other one is. It's next door. And then I can get all 3 of them and have 3 prosperity in one go. So that's pretty neat. Okay, Vicky, what are you going to do? She's going to roll a die and go up a track 6. So she's going to go up the blue track again. So construction. Up. She doesn't get the bonuses, only if it's points. So that's fine. Back to me. I'm going to spend an idea and do the same thing that I just did. Up another 2 points. And then this is, of course, herbs. And then later on I can do transport. What is transport? 1, 5. I can use 2 ideas for that if I want to. Each of the 3 scoring categories with scoring tiles in the final scoring sector. So she goes up here 1, she goes up here 1, and then she adds 1 to her evolution. Yeah, points, points, points. Back to me. So, what is 4, 6 or 4, 5? Sale, purchase, no. 1, 4 is exploration. I'm going to explore these 3 because it's a lot. So I'll spend 1 idea, and that becomes 1, 4, and explore these 3. Hidden grotto. So when I produce 1 extra, and I transport 1. So that gives me 2 points. Next one, a building ground. That gives me 1 point. Next one, Gorge of the Grimwolves. So 5 points at least. But it does mean -1 food in one of the areas when we do the side phase. So we just have to get out of there so that I don't get the penalty. But it did give me a nice, 8 points? Yeah. Okay, back to Vicky. She's now at 4, 2. You're going to roll a die again. 1. She places a statue. Back to me. I have to reset. So this goes there. This goes forward. I roll my dice. Now we know what I need to do. I need to transport. Transport is 1, 5, and I can definitely do that. Okay, back to Vicky. She's going to reset, as you can see. She needs 3, 3, right, to reset? Or is it 4, 4? 4, 4. Yeah, 4, 4. So she's not resetting yet, so she rolls a die. 4. She is going to explore and also go up here. So her statue is now worth 2 points. But she's going to explore, and is the territory with the most face-down sites. So it's going to be here. So let's see if it's anything interesting. A glacier. So during the feeding phase, during the side phase, strong people lie down. But it doesn't affect her though. So she's ice cold. A volcano, which means no farms can be built anywhere there. So that's 4. So that's 11. Oh, she's getting all the high points. And a cave, 3 points. So we tie. Okay. All right, back to me. So I will transport, do that first so it's out of the way. So I can transport 3 things. So it'll be herbs, papyrus, and gold. So that lets me 3 prosperity, 4 prosperity, 6 prosperity, which at this point would be 30 points, which is nice. And so far, Vicky only has 15, but that can all change. But not with this, because it's 4, 4, so she resets. So I have 3, 4, 4. So I think I am going to use my focus to do 1, 3 and move again. And maybe go here to, well, no, where did I have to leave? I have to leave here, yeah. So I'll go here, hope it's iron ore, and then transport again with the remaining 3. Let's see. So I will spend my focus. So that's a 1 and a 3. So I migrate. So this one comes here. There's another 2 points. 16. And let's see. Nope, it is what I have already. That is disappointing. Yes, it is. Yeah, back to Vicky. Yeah. She's gonna roll. That's a 6, and 6 means 1 to evolution. And money-wise, I'm still fine. As long as she doesn't get another one, I have the most money. She gets another one, and that's really sad. And she can get another one because there's still a bunch of cards coming up. Now, I guess I could try to move again into the swamp and hope it's peat. But I don't have enough dice anymore. But it says here, the next time the starting civilization takes a turn, last action round. So if I reset, then I'll get another action. So I can actually use this to move still, but I need to use a lot of ideas for that. Because migration is 1-3. I need to have 2 ideas. 3 ideas. Yeah, I need to use all my ideas just to move. That's too much, I feel. But I can sell. I can just sell and get more prosperity. I'll do that then. That's my backup. So 4 or 5. Because I already have Jade over there, I can do 1 sale and 1 purchase. I will sell Jade for 3. Only 3? Which gives me 5 points though. Yeah, I'll just do it. For 3. Because what else am I going to do? 4, 6? No. 3, 5 is what? Production. And I can roll to see if I can transport something, but that's not really necessary. Okay. I'll just sell it. 2 gold. 2 and 1. There we go. And then back to Vicky. So at least I'll have the ability to do this. This error scoring category times 2. What did I tell you? 1, 2. Now she has 5. 5 prosperity. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7. And probably 6. Because I have to pay my guys. I mean, I can let them faint, but probably less. So, after resets, there'll be food. Maybe I'll just, so I reset, so this goes down. I guess I'll go hunting. That would be the best option. That way I still get that. So 6. Vicky. 4th error scoring category times 1, so that is the knowledge track. And then it's me for my last turn, and then she has 1 more last turn. So I can sell again, but then I would I can transport the oil. That would give me another 2 prosperity. I forgot about that. Transport is what? 1, 5. I spend 1 idea. Well, of course I'll do that. That's 1, 5. I transport my oil, so that's another 2 prosperity. I transport my coal, I guess. And I transport my jade. There we go. That's the end of my round. Then it's her, but she is 4-4, so she also resets, which is good news for me. She doesn't do anything. Okay, done. Then we go to the side phase. So nothing matters because I'm here. I'm adjacent to a cave. Doesn't matter. I'm there. I'm adjacent to nothing, and it doesn't affect them anyway. So we have to feed. So I'm going to feed 1 guy. I'm not going to feed this guy. So he's now sadly unfed. And then I score points per person. So that's 1 person. Now before she feeds, she's going to put provisions out. So with the fewest ones and the most tribes. So of course it's a, well, it has to be here. Yeah, so she only has 3. So they're all fed. Yeah, they're all fed. So she's fine. She gets 3 points. I'll put her next to me. Okay, so then we do the weather. It goes down. So I can actually spend 1 money, which I'll do because it doesn't affect my prosperity, and go up a track. I will go up blue, I guess. Yeah, construction. It doesn't do much, but maybe later. Then I do the weather. Who has the civilization with the most money? That's me, because she does B plus D, which is then 2, but I've got 4. So I can do my double forest thing. So I'm going to put it here. I used to put it here to get higher points, but I've realized that it takes longer to complete everything. So, or maybe I'll just put it here. Yeah, put it here. So I can flip anything. So I've been moving at a snail pace. So if I flip migration, then I can potentially move twice. But procreation is also good. Achievement is also good because I can get more dice. Insights would remain 6, but I can build urbanism easier. What is very important here? What is very important here? Production turns into 3 and transport 1. Well, production right now is bad because, you know, I'm just moving around trying to get all these things. I think I'll do procreation. Yeah. So I'll get 1, potentially 2, because I need more people because it's a 3rd round one. So, yeah. Okay. So that was that done. All right. So then we score the scoring category. So we'll do her first. So it's 2, 4, 5 times 5 is 25 plus 17. So that's 32. No, of course not. It's 42. And then it's me. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. 9 prosperity. Whoa, 45. 45 plus 17 is 55, 62. Well, I have to watch out with my cards already. 62. Okay, now it doesn't mean much though, honestly, because the tracks, they tend to go, she tends to go up fast on those, so I'm not getting too excited. So then I can do gain income from income chips, so I can do mutation. So obviously I'll move composure to dexterity, so I can build trunk later on, and then remove all score statues, so she gets 2 points for that. And then remove all hunting tokens. I hunted. And then resets. So I get new markers. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, okay. And then we reveal the new weather event. Make it a little bit warmer, please. Ah, yes, a feast for Agera. Civilization with the most statues gains 1 income chip. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'm too far to build anything. So, but at least I'll get either my income chip or do an activity again when it comes around. Okay, so, oh, and also new cards everywhere. So sadly, I didn't pick up the hall, so it's gonna get covered now. Arena, which is also good, not as good, but it's 3 on the prestige track and then 2 on the construction. But it requires 2 iron ore, which we have not discovered yet, so it's either here or there. Then invention will be the wheel, which is good for this round. So, but you need wood, and I haven't discovered wood yet. And it gives you 1 point per card in a row. Then we have cooking. So with this activity, you can lift up 3 people and you get 3 points for that. Theocracy is covered by meteorology. So the activity is you get 1 idea and also move the weather indicator 1 step. Effects are not triggered, and also you upgrade activity. That's just okay, I guess. And then the pincer is covered by a horn. So you get, if you use an activity, so all activities these days, you get 1 food and 1 idea. Also, you may weaken a foreign tribesman in one of your territories. Yeah, okay. Be funny if I have horns and a trunk. But yeah, at the moment I have nothing. So that's done. New goals. So from those available goals, why don't I take swamp? Because if I go down, I'm in a swamp. And then it should be easy to do. She will roll a die. Oops. She has a 4, which means she will remove the desert one. That's gone. And then 2 new ones come out. First one is 2 boats, which is easy to do actually, because you just do the building action and then you have a boat. We have to be next to water, of course. And then 2 achievements. All right, and then there's a free find. Now I am in the mountains and I am in swamp. So didn't I say I needed peat for something? I think it was the mill. No. Yeah, but it's difficult to get the mill now. Because I believe even if I do research, it says 1 out of 2, but I'm pretty sure that means top deck, and it doesn't mean that I can just go and take from the discard pile of the top 2 of those. Draw a combined total of 2 cards from 1 or 2 face down research stacks. Yeah, and then look at them. Yeah, place the other face down at the bottom of its stack. Okay. So basically, you cannot. So I'd have to take 2 cards, basically, and then take Arena and the one below. But anyway, I'm in the mountains, though. I could focus on Arena, because I can build ink. That's no problem. I can build a fountain. That's no... Well, no, I need extra gold for that, because I have gold here, too. And then Jade. I have Jade. I can build this. So we 1, 2, 3. This one I can build that before. And then this one I'll have to have 2 levels. But that's okay, because I can't build a settlement anyway. So I'll just take gold, for the simple fact that that is much easier to achieve. All right, and then I'm still first player because I scored the most points last round with the scoring goal. So I need a lot of 6s, but I can build urbanism, which I cannot. I can build a blue card. I can build a fountain. So I'll start with that. 4, 6. What is 3, 4 actually? 3, 4 is planning. I can do that later too. So I'll do 4, 6 first, because upgrading it doesn't make a difference in this case. So I'll do 4, 6 first, which means I can build a building. So I'll build a fountain, and that lets me go up twice here. So I tie, and I get to flip a blue power. It should be building, sale, purchase, planning, sustenance, or exploration. Building allows me to build 2 different buildings. I think that's pretty good, because that means I can build a farm and a boat, or a farm and a statue. A statue lets me go up a track, but I just need to get near a building area to do that. Sale and purchase, I'm not crazy about that. Planning would allow me to get 3 of those, which is pretty good. Sustenance would be 1 hunting and put 3 guys up, or I mean, exploration would be 1 lucky find, which is you roll a die and see what you get, or explore as usual and then 1 far away. I think for once I'll go building, actually. Yeah. Oh, there has to be 2 of the same buildings, sorry. So 2 farms, for example, which is not bad. Okay, so that's me done. Back to Vicky. She'll roll a die. Looks like she's going up some tracks. 3. Yeah, she's going up the purple track and she's taking a pink die. Back to me. Like I said, 3, 4 is what? Planning. So I'll do. Oh wait, I was supposed to pay gold, right, for the fountain. Yeah. So I always forget to pay. So now I do the goal. So I pay that. Gold goes away and goes here. So that's completed. And then I can flip something. And I think I'll flip procreation. So I'm sure to get 2 and I can potentially flip someone up, which is good. I'll put it here. And then back to Vicky. 3, 4. Wow, which means a powerful action. 5. Another one on here. Okay. It is points for her. Back to me. I have to reset, and I don't have to put it with food now because at this point, the food is no longer important to me, so I can just put in ideas. Reroll my dice. So that's 2, 2, 4, 4, 4. 3 4s and a 3. Well, at least I got ideas to alter that a little bit. Vicky is going to have to shuffle. So what am I going to do this turn? I can also do 2, 4, which is sustenance. I can do procreation if I spend 1 idea, because I don't have to build the cards just yet. I mean, I want to build ink, and that is 1, 6, but that will cost me 3 ideas, which I think is a bit steep. Or I can do planning, and then put a bunch of 6s. That's what I'll do. Okay, but first, Vicky. 4th error scoring category times 1. So that's the knowledge. Okay. Back to me. So like I said, I'll do 3, 4. I'll do planning and put 2 of these in 6. Back to Vicky. Oh, wait. She wasn't supposed to do this because she had 4, 4. So this goes back down. She resets up. And then now she does whatever it says here. So she rolls a die. That's a 5. She will once again explore. So she went here because there were 3. This one only has 1 now. This one has 2. So she's going to do it here. So it's a hidden grotto, +1. Same thing as there. So production, +1. So she gets 2 points. This one here is Gorge of the Grim Wolves again. Wow, 5 points. And my lead is disappearing. Okay, so that was it. Just that. Okay, back to me. So now I can spend 1 idea to have 1, 6. 1, 6. And then means I can build a brown card. So an invention. And I invented ink. Yay. So I go up twice on the brown track, which means I can upgrade, and once on the purple. Created ink. And now I can upgrade brown. So it's research, which means I can get 1 card or top deck 4 cards and choose 1. I can do migration, which I'll probably do because it moves 1 and then you roll the fate die to see if you can roll another. Also exploration, which I already said. Transport, which is 6, but I don't really need transport at the moment. Or invention, which means you can have 2 income chips. No, I'm going to do migration. Because migration is a lot of points too. 2 per location. All right, Vicky, let's see what you got. Roll a die. It is 3, which means you'll take a white die. And also go up the construction track. Like, I don't expect to win these tracks, but if I can stay close, it bodes well for me. All right, so I can build another building. If I want to do a purple card, it's 5, 6, and then I can use another idea. Then I can build the fine arts, which basically gives me a bunch of upgrades again as well. Urbanism I cannot do. Trunk I can do. and I don't have to use any ideas for that. But I think fine arts is more interesting at the moment, so I will do that. I'll spend 1 idea because I need to have 5, 6, so it's 5 and 6. So fine arts, go up twice on the blue track, so I'm at 5, and I can take an income chip or that one. Go up that track. I'm going to take an income chip, I'm sure, but also 2 on the purple track, which means I can flip over a 5. So my income chip will be, I think, the second one. I can do another mutation. if I do another mutation, then I can just move these guys around a bit. But I think I'm gonna have to need more evolution, because you can see it's necessary here. But having 2 mutations every round means I can really move stuff around. But I actually should have built this one, because otherwise it's kind of useless. Or I guess I can move up. I'll move up once here. I was thinking about income chips or points though. You know what? I've always move up here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take surefire. I'm gonna take this one, and I can build up things. I think invention. So basically, the only cards that are not as important are mutation, because it is not scored extra. All the other tracks are scored, so all the other tracks are important. I can put it on top of my goals, but I kind of want to complete this. But then I don't want to make it too difficult to build either. So maybe achievements, because they seem to be less interesting. I'll put it on top of achievement. There we go. And then I immediately get it as well, right? Whenever you get an income chip. So this guy stands up. There we go. And then I can upgrade a 5. So be achievement. That will get me 2 dice, which I really like. Sale and purchase, I don't care. Production, I don't really care. Transport, I don't really care. So we're going to do achievement. All right. Back to her. 4-3. She's going to roll, potentially statues apparently. Yeah, statue and a hunting token. So a second statue, and she's going to hunt wherever we are together, but we are nowhere together, so she's going to hunt in the forest. There we go. All right, back to me. So I only have 2 4 left, which means I can go hunting, but I don't want to do that. So I can do 1 4, which is exploration, which means 2 tiles there, 1 tile there. Meh. 2 5, which is procreation. That's what I want to do. So I'll do 2 5, spend all my ideas while making people. So I don't have to roll the fate die to stand someone up, because no one's lying down. I can put 2 guys out, so 1 will come here and 1 will come here. And then back to her, but I'm sure she will reset. No, she is not resetting. Each of the 3 scoring categories with scoring tiles in the final scoring area again. So she goes up here, we tie again. She goes up here, she takes the lead, and then she adds evolution. Back to me, resets. So idea, reroll my dice. I'm thinking, did I build something again and I forgot to pay for it? Yes, I forgot to pay the jade. The ink I paid, right? No, I'm pretty sure I didn't pay that either. I keep forgetting to pay for stuff. It is annoying. All right. Because like, why do I still, this is halfway, this is halfway, this is halfway, 4. I actually prefer the 6s, but yeah, it is what it is. 5 5, 1 2 3. All right, so boom, and now I think she'll reset. If it's red, yes, she resets. Boom. So suddenly it goes a lot faster. So I am a little bit ahead here, but what I need is actually a card. So if I have the wheel, I still can't do anything because I have to get to the forest, which means migration. Migration is only upgraded once, which is what I did with that tile. But I can actually complete this one and completely do migration if I can do 3-4, which I can do. That's planning. So 3-4. Finish the swamp because I have 2 people in the swamp. Put it here and then flip over migration. Even though I can't do migration immediately. Should I still do it then? 1-5 is transport. 2-5 is procreation. I made enough people at the moment. I can flip over research. That just gives me 1 card still. Because I'm going to get this card, but I need to get to there, which is migration, yeah. So, well, let's upgrade migration. Okay, done. Right. Yes, because I did planning. Okay. She is going to roll, which is a 5. And then is add a guy and move a guy. So she's going to add a guy where there's a fire place. So it's either the forest or grassland. So we're going to have to roll. That's a 4. 4 is grassland. Okay. And then she's going to move where she has the most. So it's here. And where there's an available fireplace, it's there, here. The only one that's empty. Yeah, so she's going to move here. So this was 1 point, and this is 2 points, so 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then she reveals, dun dun dun, iron ore. Okay, that's it. My turn. So, I want to migrate, so I'll spend 1 idea to get 1, 3, but then I can't get a card. What is more important? Getting the card? Maybe getting the card. But we're scoring it this round though. And we have no idea if that has wood. Wood can be here. And if I reset, I'll definitely reset before her. Oh, it's going to be fine. Okay, I'll spend the idea and do 1, 3. Migrate with this guy. 1, 2. So I get 2 points. And I reveal. Ah, wax. No. Ay, that's annoying. Well, I have enough money. I can technically buy it. But then I have to do 4, 5. Anyway, back to her. That's annoying. Next era scoring category times 2. So she's going to make 2 guys. She's going to make 2 guys. Procreation. So basically, it's going to be these 2. It's going to be 2 points. It's as simple as that. Back to me. So I can either reset or I can just do 5, 5 and get an extra evolution. I'll get an extra evolution. Expressiveness. I can speak now. All right, her turn. Ooh, 4. She's almost going to reset. 1. She will get rid of meteorology, which I was not interested in anyway. And she will go up 1 on the knowledge track. Okay, back to me. Resets, yeah. So this one will go to ideas. So 6, 6, 6. Wow. This is a horrible roll because I'm supposed to buy the card and it's impossible to buy the card now. Anyway, her turn. This era scoring category times 2. Oh no, she ties. Ah. Alright, my turn. I could do trunk, and that will get me, we forgot to replenish the income chips. If that income chip is really interesting, I might go for it. Let's see, this one. It's not really interesting. It's not really interesting. I mean, I could put it here. I mean, I can put it wherever to get small points, I know, but I can do 3-5, 4-5. 3-5 is production, 4-5 is sale. I want that card, but I can't get that card. Oh, I can do insight. I can do planning. I can do planning. So I'll do 3-4, do planning. That gives me 2 ones. And then I can use my idea to do research. If I don't do that, if I just do 3-6, I think 3-4 is better because I'm actually exchanging 2 dice for 2 dice. So 3-4, planning, they go to 1. That gives my idea, take the card. Then I start to transport. Oh no, I don't have it. I don't have peat. What am I going for? I need wood. I can always sell. But I don't have the stuff to sell. Wait. So if I do 3-4, if I don't do 3-4, if I do 3-6, and I get a bunch of ideas, then I need to spend 1, 2, 3. I have 3 ideas left. And with those 3 ideas left, I can do a sale and a purchase. But then I still haven't actually built the card that I just got. And we're scoring it now. Am I going to have enough time? Because she's about to reset. So, that being said, I most likely only have 2 turns left. I cannot increase brown unless I do activity, which is 2-3, which I also can't afford. Because I'll be able to go up 1 step, which is at 4 points. So what can I do? I can do 2-4, which is sustenance, not interesting. I can build the trunk if I use the idea. I cannot do urbanism. I can build. I can build farms, so I don't have to use food. But building farms doesn't get me anything. I can build 2 buildings, but they have to be the same. I can build 1 boat. Am I anywhere near a building space? I am not. That doesn't work either. I can do exploration though. Maybe discover a building space. Because building is 4-6, so I have enough of those. Okay, I'll do that. I'll spend this to turn this 6 into a 1 and explore. So I'll explore these 2. So it needs to give me some points. Ah, yes, building. Cool. So 1 point. And then this one, nothing negative. Oh, the Mystic Oak. Fantastic. Another point. So the Mystic Oak gives me points, right? And gives me points per location. What? Oh, yeah. So I'm in the forest. So I just get 1 point. Okay. It's better than nothing, I guess. And then up to her. I imagine she'll reset. She does. So that means the next time the starting civilization takes a turn, last action round. So basically, I take my turn now, and then the round is over. So I'll do what I said. With 4-6, I'll build 2 buildings, and those 2 buildings will be 2. Oh no, I can't afford it. Because the statue value, the cost is there. I can't afford it. So I can't build statues. Shoot. Because it's like copper or jade. I'm where jade is, but I didn't produce anything. So I can still build 2 buildings, then I don't have to feed my people. That would save me quite a bit of food. Okay, I'll just build 2 farms because at least gives me 2 ideas. So that gives me 2 ideas. So I'll build 1 farm here. And basically a farm, make sure that it is free as long as they're on a campfire. So I'll put another one here. Maybe here there's more campfires. Okay. So I got me 2 ideas at least. And then her turn, her last turn. Maybe build another statue apparently. Gives her points. Nope, no statue. She will increase her evolution, and she'll also remove one of the gold tiles, and she'll put down a hunting token, but it's irrelevant because I'm not hunting anymore anyway. So which gold token does she remove? Number 5, the bottom one, the smart civilization. I basically said, for your civilization, stage 3 has the card cost of stage 2, and stage 4 has the card cost of stage 3, which is okay. All right, and a new one comes out. Like, I'm not really caring about that now because I'm really not going for evolution stuff. So it is what it is. So here we go. Flexible civilization. Whenever you do a reset, gain an additional idea. It's not bad. Okay, so we go for the scoring. First, the locations. There's only one that counts. This there, that gives me 1 point. Everything else doesn't matter where I am. Nope. And it doesn't apply to the AI, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't apply to Wiki. Then 1 food per person. That is a farm, so it's fed. Farm, it's fed. I have to feed 1 person, so that's 1 food. For Wiki, first she'll put out provisions, and she'll put a provision where there are none. So this goes here. And provisions feed 1 person, unless there's 2. So basically here, this guy will be weak. And here, this guy will be weak as well. The others are all fed. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 people standing up. So that's 71. She also has 4 people standing up. And that is 60. Okay, good. Then we go down. The weather goes up. So I either go up a track or I do my income chip. I am not doing my income chip. I mean, 1 income chip or 1 activity. I'll do an activity. I'll spend 1 gold. I'll go up a track. And it's either get an income chip or go up this track, of course. It's a no-brainer. It's points. Then of course the civilization with the most statues gets something, but it doesn't apply to Wiki, so it doesn't matter. So then we score the scoring category, 4 points. So she will get 8 points, which is 68, and I will get 12 points, which is 83. Feeling pretty good about this, and I stay first player. Now, the next scoring category will be dudes on the map, either lying down or standing up. She beats me there at the moment because she's got 2, 3, 5, 6, while I only have 4. So I'm going to have to do some procreating. All right, anyway, we go down, gain income from the income chips. So, of course, this is the genetics thing, the mutation, but it doesn't help me at all. Well, this does help me. I can move this to the eye, to vision, at least for the future. Yeah, because one of these is going to come here, most likely trunk, and then urbanism will need 1 speech and 1 vision. And then this one here is either I transport a good or I put someone up, but I'll just transport this one, and that is wax. So I have 2 wax. Okay. That's the income. Then score statues. So she has 2 points. She has 2 statues. That's 4 points. So 72. Then remove the hunting tokens. There we go. And refill the reset stuff. And then it's the next round. So we go back up. Reveal the weather. Market day. So it's going to be warm. Each civilization that has at least 2 composure may either add 2 goods to one of its storage spaces on which it already has that, has at least one, or sell up to 2 goods of one type for 3 points each. So basically, you either get 2 extra ones of something you already have, or you sell 2 of one type for 3 each. So basically, I need to make sure I have 2 composure. Well, I already have my income chip, so but that only activates later. No, we'll see. Then the cards here. So the arena sadly gets covered up as well. It's worse that the wheel gets covered up, but that doesn't matter anymore because it's not scoring anymore. Now I need to have the orange ones. The sewer. So I can spend 1 food, get 1 focus, 2 ideas, and 3 points. Now that is a nice card. And we do not have Pete. I guess Pete is somewhere that we haven't discovered yet. Okay, but it's very nice though. Then we have achievement. Stage play. So you get 2 points for each card, and you go up 2 on the purple track, which is pretty good. 1 cotton and then 2 expressiveness. Then we had the wheel that we almost got, but in the end we didn't get there. Milestone. So this is really nice. I had it in my last game. Place 1 marker, 1 token as a planning marker on each of your 6 die spaces. Basically gives you 6 extra dice and also 1 point per building that you have. Yeah. Then we have mutation. So we had horn, was the last one. Now it's main. Whenever you advance your disc on the prestige track and end on a dark digit space, advance into the next white digit space. So basically jump. And then the insight cards. So hydraulics, which is pretty nice since 2 of these we still have to score. Cost oil, which we have, and then 2 intelligence, which we don't have. So it is what it is. All right. Then new goals. I'm still first player, so I get to choose first. They're all pretty bad. I can build 2 of the same buildings, so technically I can build 2 boats if I want to, just to get the goal. Insights, 2 of them are going to be difficult. Stamina, 2 of them, we would get there eventually. It fits with the main, but 2 achievements are going to be difficult because you need 3 levels. However, if we get stage play, you only have to pay for the first 2. I'll go for achievements. Yeah. Because even though I could build 2 boats as well, but then the Gorge of the Grimwolves is really bad there. No, I'm not going to go for boats. And then see if she removes something. Yes, she removes the boats. There we go. I don't have to think about it anymore. And then 2 new ones come out. First one. -1 salt. Next one. Salt hasn't been discovered yet. Next one is 2 expressiveness. Okay. And then I get a freebie, so it can either be from the forest, the swamp, or the mountains. The forest, the swamp, or the mountains. So these 3. So I think peat would be good for the sewer, because the sewer is kind of nice. Stone would be nice for the milestone, but then we still have to find tar as well. And they're all kind of far. Stage play requires cotton, but I'm not there, so it doesn't matter. I think I will go for... I can't get cotton because I'm not there. I think I'll go for tar because I really like milestone. But then the chance, this one is really annoying that is right there. Of course, I can just get the tenacious civilization because it means I'm unaffected by grimwolves, glaciers, and the negative effects of the weather. But I need 4 of these then. It's crazy. It's annoying. The milestone. What should I do? Free one. These are not gonna do anything. Well, just go for tar. Or peat. I saw peat more often. Okay, peat. Yeah, peat. Done. All right. So then action phase. I'm first. Like I said, I need to procreate, but I'm not going to use my both ideas to do that. I will do mutation. So I'll do the 3 becomes a 2 and a 6. So I can build trunk because I've got 2 dexterity. That means I complete my bottom line. That means I get a income chip, and that will be this one, so I can move them around more. And I'm going to put it here. There we go. So we're closer to getting the full line. This one now requires 2, but this one immediately has its effect. So I can move this one away to the mouth for expressiveness, so I'll be able to build this next time. All right, then it's Vicky. This error scoring category times 1. So she adds a guy. So where there's a fire encampment that gives points, there's none of them. So then the next one is any free, that's all of them. So then we're going to roll a die. 2. 2 is a swamp. She's not in the swamp. 3 is mountains. She's in the mountains. There. There we go. Done. Yeah. Yeah. My turn. Resets. So this goes to ideas. This is the first game where this has to be rolled. Rerolled. Okay, 3. This is the first game where I have not gotten any extra dice. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it is what it is. She has to shuffle. So, like I said, I need people. So I need to procreate. So I'll be procreating in the mountains and in the forests because here there's no space. I mean, I can kick myself out, but I don't want to. Next one. Okay, she's going to go up one of the tracks regardless. 4. One of the good tracks, I mean. So it's this one. Up. My turn. So I need to procreate. Procreate is 2, 5, which I have. So boom, boom, boom. It's 2 of them. So that gives me 2 points. And one over here. Remember, these guys are all fed, these guys are all fed. So technically I'm only paying 2 food for 6 people. And in her case, right now, if she had to feed right now, this one would fall down. 2 of these would either fall down or die. I guess I have to check. I think I can choose who dies, but we'll see. Her turn. No reset yet. Let's see if she procreates again. Oh, that's half, so I have to do it again. 2, she does. So it's going to have to be either in the forest or grasslands or the desert. So it's 6. 6 is the desert, so she's here. Back to me. So I need to get, I can get a card. I need to migrate too. I can also get a card. So I'm going to get a card first. Which card am I going to get? Preferably one that I can build. So stage play, I can't build. I don't have the expressiveness for it either. But that's easy to get. The hydraulics is good because it goes up 2 tracks and I would upgrade twice. So I need to get a hydraulics. And I cannot build it though. I need to move 2 of these to judgment, but eventually I'll be able to do it. So I'll get hydraulics. Yeah, okay, hydraulics it is. Stop looking at milestone. Okay, will she reset? She will. Okay. Back to me. So I have 1, 3 left, so of course we're going to migrate. So I can move twice and then lift someone up, but that's not necessary. So I'll go here for 1, so that's 2 points. And it is copper, is it? Copper, yeah. And then I can move here just to make sure I leave again because of the gorge, guys. So I'm going to do that. Move here for 2 points. And the reason why I'm leaving these fire ones open is so when I procreate, I can pull guys there and get 2 points again. This is Pete. To her. She'll roll a die. It's a 3. And she will put provisions out, so it's good for her, and go up the green track, which doesn't, well, it gives her points, but aside from that, it doesn't really matter. But provisions is where she has the fewest ones and the most people. So it's a tie, and the most people is a tie. So she's going to roll a die to see 6. So 6 is the desert, so it's covered up. So these two are fed. Back to me. So I need to reset, right? Yes, I'll reset. So this goes to ideas. This goes here. I still need more guys. But I think, what is procreation? 2, 5. Yep, that's going to work. It's going to work out at least once. Her turn. Ooh, she's close to resetting already. Look who's rushing the game. Okay, she kicks another fate die and goes up the brown track, the technology track. Back to me. So like I said, I am going to procreate again. So 2, 5. That means I get 2 guys. So in the same spots, this will give me 2 points. This will give me 2 points. I should probably try to build another farm here. But I need to move as well, because if I don't move, the wolves are going to get me. She does not stop yet. Each of the 3 scoring categories at the end. So this one is now up to 6. This one's up to 5. And then she has another evolution. Oh, we forgot to replenish the income tiles. Please be a good one. This one. Oh, that's actually not bad, but not so good because of this. But yeah, it is a scoring track. Back to me. So I got 4, 6 twice. And 4, 6 is building. Or building a building card. So of course I'll build 2 of the same. So I can't build 2 of the same, but I'll build one farm for another idea. And I'll put it here. So I'm protected. And then I guess she'll reset. She does. And then I have to basically migrate. And I can spend 2 ideas, because 1 will turn the 6 into a 1, and 1 will turn the 4 into a 3. So you migrate, so this guy has to get out of there. So he'll go to the farm, so he's nicely fed. And then this guy will keep exploring, I guess. I'll just come here for 2 points and reveal salt, which is good because there's salt over there. Back to Vicky. This error scoring category times 2. No, she's making 2 people. Okay, so basically she can only make 2 people, so obviously it's going to be here and here. And then it says when everything is full, she will migrate. So she will migrate to where she has at least 2 strong tribes. I mean, the place where she starts from, this is everywhere, to a place where there's fireplace available, which is everywhere except for here. So these guys don't move. It's going to be one of these 3, because they can go there, they can go there, they can go there. So we'll roll a die. 1. One is the forest. So they're going to go for the forest. Okay, so where are they going? I'll roll a die. 3. They're going to the mountains. They cannot. They go into grassland. They can. Yes, they can. So, I guess this one. So I get 2 points. All right, back to me. I have to reset. They'll end the round. So I reset. So ideas. Roll my dice. Because it says the next time the starting civilization takes a turn, last action round. Ah, so no, it's not the end yet. I still get one more turn. The next time I take an action. Okay, so I 3, 3, 4, 4, 6. So Vicky, next era scoring category times 2. So she suddenly starts shooting up this track. She's trying to catch me. All right, so I need to procreate again. So that is 2, 5. So I need to have 2 ideas for that. Yeah. 2, 5. So that's another 2 guys. Oh crap, I don't have space for it. One of them is going to be in the wilderness, but then I have to feed him. Yeah, put him somewhere where there's a farm. So this one will come here, and this one will be here in the wilderness. Okay. Maybe I'll put him here. Yeah. Oh no, because with this guy I cannot. I'll put him here. All right, so it is what it is. And then last turn for Vicky. She's going to go up another track. 4. This one. Okay. Then we score. So I get 1 point for being next to the Mystic Oak. Aside from that, nothing else happens. Nothing is nearby that affects anything or anyone. No. Then we need to feed. So everyone is fed. Except for these 2 guys and that one. So you need to feed 3 people. So 3 people are fed. Up. Yeah, 3 people are fed. And then I count the strong ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4, 6, 8, 10. So I get 10 points. 106. For her, first of all, she puts out provisions where there's the least of them. So it's here. And then each provision feeds 1 person. So this might sound a bit weird, but it is actually true, because I want to double check for sure. In each territory where there's exactly 1 provision marker, one of Vichi's tribes on the encampment is fed. Yeah, so the question is, what if who does she choose? She will feed whoever is on a fire encampment and so on. So she will feed first the strong ones and then the weak ones. Okay, so basically this is fed, this is not fed, this guy dies. 1 weakens, so this guy weakens. Here only 1 is fed, so this guy weakens, this guy dies. Here they're both fed. Okay, done. All right, and then she scores, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 80. Okay, then we do the weather. It goes up 1. I get to do an income chip. And I will move one of these to the brain. So this goes to intelligence. There we go. And then if I have at least 2 in composure, no, so we can ignore all that. Then we score this. So for the people. So the people, that means, as far as I know, any of them, strong or weak. So she has how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So 24 plus 80 is 104. So she also has 100 points. Then it's me, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 times 3, 30. So that's 36. Okay, and this can go away. And then because of all that, I stay first player. Then all the income chips. So even though I'm kind of preparing for this, I'm no longer preparing for this. I'm just going to prepare for hydraulics. So I'm going to move this one to here. And I don't even need to move this to the hand because I can just put it here. I only need 2 levels. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And then there's another one here, which means I can transport a good, which will be peat. No, I already have peat. I guess salt then. Salt or copper. Copper's worth more. Yeah, we'll just copper. Okay. That's all my income chips. So that's done. Then score statues. So 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 points for her. So she's at 8. All right. And since we're going in the last round now, and I feel like I have a nice lead, we're going to flip over to the red side this time. I might still lose, but we'll see. All right. So reset the markers. 1, 2, 3. And reveal the weather. This is going to get cooler again, which is fine. Civilization that has the highest total of goods may take up to 3 of those and place them as any. Whoa, evolution, that's nice. So I need to have a lot of goods. And of course it is F19, so that means B, C, and D, which at this point is 3. She has 3 goods. I have way more. Yeah. Yeah, so I have way more. So that looks really good, especially because we score evolution later on, and I only have 3, and she already has 7. So I guess her 14 points. That might become more since we're doing the red side now. Okay, so then we reveal the cards here. So the new building is theater. So basically you get one up the culture track and then you can activate it to go up another one on the culture track. But you need wood. And we all know where wood is, here. So then we have achievements, the mine. So basically you build a mine, you get the resources. Then milestone gets covered. Milestone's so nice. But stone is so far. Axe. So for each product that you produce in the forest, immediately gain an additional +1 of that type. Okay, and then when you do it, you can immediately activate an activity, sorry. So basically, when you produce in forest, you produce a lot. Decorative plumes. If you are in the lead on the green track, you gain 1 gold and 4 points. It's an action. I mean, that's good if you're already ahead, otherwise, meh. And then insights, navigation. Whenever one of your tribes migrates to, relocates to, or crosses through a developed territory, you gain 3 points. That's pretty good. Beginning of the game, if you have it. All right, so that's done. Then new goals. Well, obviously salt, because I discovered salt, and it's right there. So I'll put salt there. And then she will see if she removes one. She removes the first one, which is the one that I took, so it doesn't matter. And the new one is this one. 2 grasslands. I mean, people in grasslands. Okay, done. Then we go down, get an extra find. Now, because time is money, I should probably just go for salt, even though I already discovered salt. Because I've got the other stuff that I need. Theater is okay, but that's cotton, and I am not on the hillside or whatever. I could get tar just to get the prosperity points. I can get wood. Maybe just get wood, because you never know if I end up getting one of those buildings. At least I can use the wood. Okay. That makes no sense. Why would I take wood? Just take salt. Because with salt I can do this, and then it's more points. I can even go higher if I manage to fill this up. But if I manage to fill this up, I need to get two income chips, or with this I might get at least one income chip. One income chip. More than one? No, just one. Just one. Yeah. One income chip. One card here. So I need to either build an invention or a building. Didn't I discover iron ore? I did not. No, I discovered copper. Yeah, and I haven't discovered cotton either. Okay, I need to be getting around apparently. Okay, so then let's start. So I have 3, 4. 3, 4 is planning, which I actually immediately do. So I'll just do planning. I'll get rid of the salt. This gets flipped over. Am I going to gamble for 7 points or keep it at 4? I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to put it higher. I'll lose out on 4 points, but we'll see. All right, so because I did that, I can upgrade something. So we already have migration and procreation. That's all done. If we do this, then we can do 2 in one go. Or have one where we can ignore one, which is really good. Then we can do bum bum in one go. And do that next turn. Yeah, okay. No brainer. Vicky. It's close to reset already. 5. Go up on prosperity. So one of the income chips will disappear. And she'll put down a hunting token where we are together, but we are nowhere together. So she's going to put it in the forest, because that is the highest scoring, highest one with potential. Iron ore is here. Yeah, we never went there. Okay, so, oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong one. She actually gets 2. I have to look at the red. That's it. So she will get rid of an income chip, so we'll see which one. Number 4, so it's the middle one. It's good, because I don't like those. I don't like it if I have to roll for it. Even though if I were to get one now, I'd take number 3. Simply because of the potential points. This one's also pretty good. All right, so back to me. So I have 4, 6, but I'll use my idea, turn it into 3, 6, and now I can build 2 orange ones or 1 orange for cheaper. So I think I'll just build 1 orange. I cannot build 2. So I'll just build this one. And that means I lose 1 oil. But wait, if I can't even do that, why would I upgrade? It's too late. It's too late. Okay, so I pay 1 oil and I have the rest. So I go up 1 on brown. So I'm going to get an income chip. I go up 1 here and I go up 1 on blue, which means I can upgrade another blue. All right, so 2 things. First of all, income chip, which will be this one, which we can immediately do. So judging from what I need here, I have wood now, but then I have to have 3, but that's kind of easier to get, plus it gives me more points. But theater is way better, because that gives me probably more points just in general. 1 up the track, which is also an upgrade again. So I'm going to go for theater most likely. So I'll cover ink, and I can immediately roll and see if I can get it. I need to roll a 1. No, I don't get it. All right, so that's placed. And then I can also upgrade blue, right? So that's 4. So that's exploration, sustenance, planning, sale, purchase, or building. But if I upgrade building, actually I should put it here, because I know I'm already doing building. Yeah, that's perfect. I'll upgrade building, because that makes it cheaper to build, obviously. Okay, her turn. She going to reset? Yeah, she's going to reset. Yeah. Reset. Back to me. Reset. So, idea still. Although I think I'm going to have to hunt this time. Or build a building. Okay, 3 6s. 2 2s and a 4. So it gives me enough to get a card. Roll a die. She might be doing provisions. Yes, number 1, a guy and provisions. So wherever there is a fireplace, which is there, so that's 1. It's easy this time. And also provisions. So wherever there are none, or the most people with the fewest. Once again, there's a tie between these 3 areas. So if the roll 5, 5 is hills. It's not in the hills. 6 desert. Already did that. Forest. Okay. Done. Those 2 are going to get fed. All right. Back to me. So I need a card. Well, I'll spend my idea to get 1 2. I'll get theater. Back to her. Oh, wait. She did this one, right? Yeah, so it's supposed to be this one. So she gets an extra guy, actually. So we had to roll to see what that was. So that was 5. Because it can be any of these places. So 5 is hills, not there. 6 desert, not there. Forest. So this one would have been here, and then that's it. Okay. Gotta keep remembering the red spots. Okay, so my next turn, I'm gonna build theater because I got a discount. So I only need to pay 1 wood, basically. And then I'll go up the purple track and get another income chip. Yeah. And that means that I'll be able to cover this up, then get the income chip, and then flip this up as well. And then I'll flip this one, so there'll be 7 points. So my gamble turns out to be good. All right, so she has this one. She's gonna roll. That's a 4. So she's gonna go up the green track twice, which is fine because we don't score that. And she takes a white die. Okay, back to me. So with 4 6, I then build the building, which is of course, like I said, discounted. So I only have to pay 1 wood. Which, well, didn't I say that? Oh, I didn't take wood. I didn't take wood, I didn't take cotton. Shoot, I can't build it. Ah. Oh, that's annoying. I don't have wood, I don't have cotton, so I need to move. But I can't move. I need to move, but I can't move. I can build 2 buildings. But what? I do have copper now, so I can actually build a statue. And that will let me go up a track at least. And I can build 2 buildings, so I can build 2 statues if I can afford it. That's one's copper, but I don't have jade. And then aside from that, I'm nowhere near anywhere I can build. So I can just build 1 statue for 4 6. Or I can get the vision. But that's just 2 points. Statue is also, but I can go up a track, any track I want. So for example, the orange one. And then upgrade an orange. Or yeah. Upgrade a 3. 3 will be migration, activity, planning, production. None of those are especially crazy good. Of course, it's just the points. Because it's just 2 points. Choices. Because because the 2 buildings can just be any buildings. So I ran out of farms, of course, but I could build a boat. Which means I can put a guy up a boat, but then I have to feed that guy. That's the problem. Let me think. Let me think. If I build a statue, I spend the copper, build a statue. Can I build anything else? No. I cannot build anything else. Alright, I'll build a statue. So I build 1 statue here, spend 1 copper, it's gone. I can go up any track. I will go up orange, so I can upgrade a 3. Activity is useless because if I upgrade it, it's 2 different ones and only have 1. Planning, I guess, would be the best because production, not really doing that. And it was F19, right? That's B, C, and D. So at the moment she has 5. At the moment I have 6. Upgrading production would make it +3 and transport 1, which is not bad. I'll do upgrade production. Okay. So that's it. Her turn. She rolls a die. 2. Another statue. And a hunting token. That's okay. It's going to be here because that's the best hunting area. Well, here or there, I guess we have to roll to see which one. So it's 4. So that's wherever there's 2 fires. There's only 1 fire there. And then goes to the next one. So the 3 fires. Okay, so it's not here. It's actually there. Okay, whatever. Back to me. So 6, 6. I can either reset or I can add vision. I think I'm just going to reset. Up. So here's an idea. I reroll these 4. 3, 3, 5, and 1. Her turn. Each of the 3 scoring categories again. Okay, so this one goes up. This one goes up. And this one comes here. Back to me. Oh, we need to put a new income chip. Oh, the same one again. My turn. So I need to build. No, I need to build this card. So I can get that out of the way. But I'm missing the ingredients, so I need to move. So that's 1, 3. Migration. And I need to find either cotton or wood. Wood is for sure here, so it's a no-brainer. So that's 2 points. This is wood. And I can move 1 more time, which I think this guy will move here, so I can produce more people. That seems to me like the best option. Yeah, so up 2 points. Her turn. Is she gonna reset? I think so. Yes, she does. So the game is almost over. So then I finally build with a 4, 6, 4, 6. Build. No, I mean not build, but play the card. So the theater goes under the fountain. So we go up. I spend. No, not yet. I can't do it yet. Bring it back. Oh my god, I can't do it yet. Because I don't have cotton, because the wood is still there. The wood is still there. So I need to transport, and that's 1, 5. And I can afford it. But then it would be like this, and then only 3 6s left. That happens to be insights. But that's okay. As long as my last turn is to build it, it's fine. So, alright. We will do transports, which is 1, 6. So, 1, 5. So this becomes a 1, and then the 5. So transport 3. So we'll transport the wood, which is what we need. And then we can try to get more prosperity for points, right? Do we have gold? We do not. It doesn't matter, actually. I just have 2 other goods. Yeah. So I have peat and salt. Didn't I take salt? Yeah, but then I completed. Yeah, okay, never mind. So then her turn. Roll a die. It's 5. Wow, +2 evolution. And a hunting token. Hunting like crazy here. So then this comes here. And then, because evolution, she's going to remove one of the golden ones, which is 5. So the bottom one, whenever you do a reset, you gain an additional idea. That's gone. A new one gets out, even though it's completely irrelevant at this point in the game, but it is what it is. Ambitious civilization. Whenever you install an income chip, get 1 card. Okay. Back to me. So, like I said, 3, 6 is insights, which I will use. So I get 6 ideas. Back to her. Oh no, she's pushing it too. All right. Well, 4. She goes up 2 on the purple, gets 3 points, and puts provisions out. So that's good for her, the provisions. Very necessary. So wherever she has the most and the least provisions. So these 2, so it's either in the mountains or in grassland. So it's 4. 4 is grassland. So here. I just realized I actually need to migrate because I don't have that many areas. But anyway, back to me. I'm going to reset, and it goes to food this time. And so I re-roll. And then I'll have 1 more turn. So I have a 6, I have a 4. That's exactly what I need. 5, 5, a 6, and a 1. Vicky's turn. 4th era scoring category times 1. And 3 points. So 3, and go up 1 here. Then it's me. So I'm going to, as my last action of the game, do 4, 6, build a blue card. Finally build the theater. So that gives me 1 purple. So that gives me 1 income chip or a star. So I'm not going to take a star, even though I have 1 building. I'm going to take an income chip because that gives me more points, honestly. And I think I'll take the top one because I have so many I can adjust it and at least take another territory. So can I take another territory? Because every territory is flanked by annoying things. For example, if I go here, it's the group, but it's just extra food. That's okay. I'll just take this one anyway. Put it here. Put it here. Right, this is 4, this is 7. It doesn't matter. So you can put it here or here, whatever, doesn't matter. And then I immediately try. 3. Spend 3 ideas to get to 6. And then I can move a guy. And I guess this one, but they're already fed. But they're already fed. This one from the wilderness goes here to get 2 points. 2 points. And because we did the whole line, we flip this one. So we get 7 points. In the end, just that move gave me 14 because this one and this one both score. Income chip, even though it doesn't matter. Still nice to see them. +1 goal. All right, back to Vicky for her last turn of the game. She does nothing because she resets. Oh, she actually reset already. The 4th era, she was not supposed to do that. So this one would go down. And then this one would happen instead. She rolls a die, which is 6. +2 is actually better. And she takes a fake die, which doesn't matter. Okay, that's the end of the game. Finished. Let's see. I get 1 point for being there. But also I'm next to the side face. So I have to pay 1 food to make sure this guy survives, I guess. That's what it does, right? The Gorge of the Grim Wolves. For at least one of your territories is adjacent to this site, you must pay 1 food marker to your supply. So you cannot lose more than 1 food marker per gorge. If you have no food, you're exempt. So basically just eat food. So that's done. None of the other areas have any effect on whatever happened. So then we feed. So I have to feed, let's see, these guys are fed. So I have to have 1, 2, 3, 4 food. I only have 2. So 2 of them will lie down. So 1 and 2. And then I score whoever's standing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 points. So 51. Then it's her turn. So first she puts up provisions. So wherever she has the most but the least. So it will be here. So guys fed. Everyone is fed. Everyone is fed. Everyone is fed. Everyone is fed. So 1, 2, 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So also 8 points. So 23. Yeah, 8 points. Yeah. So we go down. Then there's the weather. So I get to do an activity. So I can spend 1 gold to move up a track. And that track will be, I guess it'd have to be this one, right? But does anything else give me anything? No, just go up here then. A little bit more points. And then civilization that has the highest total goods. So let's see, this was F19. So B, C, D, so still 5. I have way more than she does. Did I pay for the theater? No, I didn't. Here's the wood. Okay, so I still have way more. So I can take 3 of those and place them as any. So obviously I'll do 1 and 2, 3 because they're not connected anyway. As any. So it doesn't matter. But these are all very nice points because she has 4, 8, 10. At least now I have 6, which is way better than 3. And then we score that one. So she will have 14. So that will be 37. I have 6. So 57. Then that's it. Then we do the income thing. So this doesn't matter. Well, I guess 1 point. That's 2 points. That's, I can flip one up. It doesn't actually matter. I might as well lie them down. So it's 1, 2, 3. And this one, let's see, 5. But I use 2 to get to 1. So it goes up. So basically 3 points. And this one I used. Oh, I could have used this one instead of that one. Makes no difference. So basically, it does make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. Because it's the same points in the end. This is now gone. All right. Done. Statues. So I get 1 point from my statue, but she gets 6 points from her statues. So that's 43. Hunting tokens, or whatever. We skip that. Then we go way over here, and then we start getting end game scoring points. So we both get 4. So 65 and 47. I get 0. She gets 3. She gets 7 points. I get 4. And there's times 2, so she's gonna get 14. So that's 71. And I get 12. That's 81. And then it's purple, so times 2, so 16 for her, so that's 87. For me it's 8, so 89. Then it's evolution, so she has 4, 8, 10 times 2, that's 20. So that's 207. So 207. For me, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2, that's 12. So that's 101. 201. Then we have prestige. So she has 7 times 1, so 7 points. So that's 14. I have 1, 2, 3 prestige. Oh, how I have fallen since the beginning of the game. So 3 prestige. Then the amount of people on the board times 2. It doesn't matter if they're lying down or standing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Times 2 is 20. So I'm at 24. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as well. So also 20. So 34. 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I thought she had more. Okay, yeah, no. And then also the locations where you are times 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Times 2 is 14. So that's 38. And for her, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10. That's 44. And then I have to score the cards that give me points. So for each cards and chips in this column times 2, so that's 4 points. 42. And then I have to score my console, which will be nice. So 2, 4, 6, 8, because of a 2. This is 3, so 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 29. This is 4, so 29, 33, 37. And this is 7, so 37 plus 7 is 44, 51. So 51 plus 42 is 93. And that will do it. That will do it. Yes. Ah, this feels good. This feels good that finally the stars aligned a little bit better. Because this game is random, you know. They actually say, I didn't even realize, in the rulebook they say when you play solo, you can go through the decks and choose your starting hand. I think you need to do that if you do the higher difficulty levels. Because if you go through solo, the cards you can have can completely not work together. And if you're unlucky with the goals as well, and with the combination of your skills, then it can be a rough trip. But I enjoy the game every time, and I think it's less of a problem when you play with other players, because the AI is very aggressive on the tracks. Players tend to be a lot less aggressive on the tracks. So I mean, in my experience, I mean, when you play the AI a while, you realize how it plays and how to react. Sorry, I'm just looking up to see how long the recording is. It's only 2 hours and 2 minutes, which is pretty good for this one, because initially I played a lot longer. So yeah, I'm happy with 2 hours and 2 minutes. But I have to say, crucial things this game were also building the farms. Not having to worry about food too much is hugely important. It makes it so much easier. And actually having prosperity as the start, forcing me to move around to get the stuff was actually good, because you didn't mind spending the goods because you know you're scoring for it, and in the next round you can then use those goods to score the next part. So that was also nicely in tune with everything. I find it much more difficult if it's just all tracks, then it's really like, oh, I need to get these cards out, and then you have like singular focus a little bit. I don't know. It's but yeah, this game, man, I really, really like it. I really, really like this game. Yeah. It's a brain burner, and it can sometimes kick your butt. And I still don't know how people can get to this one. I guess you can get to this one not by completing a row. I guess you have to build all 4 of these to get to there. But then you really have to be, I wouldn't say lucky, but you really need to find these spaces, because you can't just buy them all, because buying is so expensive. It's 4 gold for 1 good. Unless it's discovered, then it's 2. But it's still expensive, like 4 gold for 1 wood, or 2 gold for 1 wood. Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Like, also, if you then look back at your civilization, in this case, we're the trunk people. We love fine arts. We discovered ink and then used it to make fine arts. Later on, we became more intelligent and invented hydraulics. And culturally, we had a theater. We thought about urbanism, but never did it. um, yeah, and then just a lot of these chips. It's the first time that I have so many chips as well, because they make it a lot easier to complete everything, of course. But the downside is I didn't go up here. But then again, I didn't really need to, because I only have 1 tile that made me roll things. So that's another thing. If all this here is about rolling dice, then you're almost forced to do that. So yeah, it's really cool. I think the farms were hugely important. I built 1 statue, which in the end wasn't that groundbreaking, but just the fact that you can go up the tracks is important, because it can really swing the game as well. Just having 1 upgrade. Yeah, yeah. I never use my trunk though. You can produce raw materials in developed territories that are adjacent to any of your territories, mostly because of the way that the game was. Because the first era was prosperity. I gathered so many goods that I was able to build all my buildings, all the cards I wanted to do. So I didn't need to produce more. So that's also, of course, a consequence of that. Even though later on I did need some stuff, and but yeah, it's cool. When I first looked at the map, I thought like, oh my god, both starting positions there. I'm never gonna get to this side. But in the end, once again, because of prosperity, I had to go look for stuff, make connections, and yeah, it's pretty huge actually. Pretty huge. I still need to find a way to use this in a good way. But I think if you put evolution early, people might go for it, and then once it's over, then you can go for this stuff. Then it would be useful. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. My name was Joachim. This is SMGSLT. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.